Hi, my name is Judith. I'm the sewing expert here at Closet Core Patterns, and today I'm going to talk to you about gathering fabric. I think that gathering fabric is in the same category as doing buttonholes. We usually like what it looks like at the end, but we hate doing it. So the way we're taught to do gathers is to use long stitches and to use a really sturdy thread to do like long stitch lines and then do all the gather from there. Use contrasting color. Those are all the little tricks we were taught. I'm going to show you my felt-proof way of doing them. I've been showing everybody at the office, and now everybody loves doing gathers. So here I have a little sample to show you. So you always want to do 2 rows of gathers, and you want to leave long tails at each end. What I prefer doing is also doing small sections instead of doing one whole big section that I have to manipulate the fabric so much that it gets really harder. So I'll do different sections. Here I did 3. And when I do one section that's close to another and I don't have a seam, what I'll do is I'll just overlap each section just to make sure that my gathers stay consistent and I don't have like a hole here where I don't get a space where I don't get any gathers. So what I used is regular thread. You want quality thread. Don't use serger thread that can break easily. So you just like your normal sewing machine thread. And I don't like to do long stitches. I'll do 2.5, 3, sometimes 3.5 in length when the fabric is a little heavier. But when it's a fabric like this, I'll use a 2.5. That way, when I start doing my gathers, they stay there and I can really manipulate them and do a really beautiful work. So if I start from one end, I'll just start pulling softly because you don't want to break your threads. So you want to start to pull your 2 threads at a time. So take the ones from the top or the ones from the bottom and you start pulling gently, and you just want to move your gathers like here, like this. So I start moving my fabric, making my gathers before I pin my fabric to the other piece of the pattern. So I'll just do the other side here. And gently with my fingers, I'll just push my gathers around. If I had to do a seam, what I'll do is I'll do my stitches, and I can show you here. I'll stop my 2 rows right where my stitches were for my seam. So I'll stop them right there. I don't want to grab my seam allowance because I'm gonna have too much bulk. And then I start a new section on the other side, right here. That way, I'll be able to do my gathers on the other side like this. And I won't have all that bulk that usually comes when you try to do gathers on top of a seam allowance. So if I start on the other side, when you have a seam, you usually end up with like lots of thread. You want to make sure that you grab the 2 from the top. So I have my 2 here. And you do a little gather. Same thing on the other side. Like this. And right there. Like that. So even if I didn't like check everything, you can see that my gathers are really nice. They're really like all together, and it makes like a really nice gather here. And then I can take my piece of fabric where I want to attach my gathers to. So this one, what I did is I did like 3 sections and I just put notches. So I'll put my, like I would regularly do, put my notch with my seam and put a little pin. And my section here, I'll just, in the middle of that section, I'll just put my other notch, like right here. And now from this side that I have my gathers, I'll just make sure that everything is distributed regularly, like this. So here I have my first section. Let me get the threads out of the way. And I just want with my fingers to have like gathers that look all the same in that first section. And I can just put 1 or 2 pins. Like this. And I want to make sure where I overlapped my stitches that I still do a beautiful gather there. And then I do my next section. So here I can remove a little of the gathers because I made them too tight. So I'll just pull everything and space them out. All the way to the end. Like this. And I'm going to do this all the way around if it's a skirt, or if I have a panel like this, I'll do the whole panel. If you want to block your threads so your gathers don't move, you can do a figure 8 like this around your needle. So just do a little figure 8. I usually just leave it like this, and while I'll be on the sewing machine, I'll just make sure that all my gathers are still nice, and I'll move them around just to make sure that everything looks amazing. What I like about doing it like this with a small stitch length is that you have really more control over your gathers and they look really nice. You still want to do 2 rows to have more control over your gathers. And if your fabric doesn't perforate or you get little holes when you do with your needle, you can do your first row, if it's a 5/8 seam allowance, you can do your first row of stitches at 1/2 inch and the other one at 3/4. So then when you do your gathers, you can stitch your final stitch line between your 2 rows of gathers, so you have even more control. So here at the sewing machine, I just wanted to show you 2 or 3 little tips that I found along the way of doing very much gathers at Closet Core, especially when we did the azure dress. So when I start, what I like to do is put my foot down, and right now my first stitch line of gathering is at 5/8. So I usually do that when I have fabric that the stitch is going to show even when I remove the thread. It's going to make little holes in my fabric. So I'll do my first one at like a hair close to my 5/8 seam allowance. So then I'll just have to sew like really close to my gathered stitch line. I like to sew with my gathers looking at me because I want to make sure that they're not moving around, that everything looks amazing. So I'll put my foot down. So I like to pull my gathering threads a little towards me. That way I know that my gathers are doing a little at the beginning. So they're not like flat when you start, they really start gathered. So I'll just put just a tiny, tiny bit. And as I go, I'll just use my fingers and make sure that my gathering looks really good. And I'll remove my pins. And you can also grab the fabric that's going to be gathered and just pull it like this, so your gathers are really perpendicular to your stitch line. Okay. Now I'm at my overlap, so I want to make sure that I have my gathers there. So I pull a little on my threads and place everything, and I go like this. And when I get to my seam, I do the same thing as I did at the beginning, except that I pull on the opposite side. So I'll just pull a little like this, and I'll stop right at my seam allowance. I'll do a tiny back stitch, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. So starting right at my seam, I'll put my needle down, okay? And I'll do the same thing. I'll grab my two threads and I'll pull a little towards me to make sure that I have nice gathers. Okay. And if I see that everything's not perfect, I can put up my foot and just move my gathers around just to make sure that everybody's happy and everything looks great. So you end up with a very hairy piece of clothing. So before you cut your gathering threads, check your work. You're gonna hate yourself if you remove everything and then see that your gathers don't look great. So you look at your work. So everything looks good. I can see a little of my gathering thread here, so I'll just have to remove it. Here I can see that I didn't, like for my taste, I didn't pull enough my thread over my seam. So sometimes it happens. I could like redo this part here just to make sure that it's really well gathered, but everything looks pretty good. And as you can see, using a small stitch to gather makes really even and beautiful gathers. So after that, I could remove all my thread and give it a nice press. So usually people say, don't press your gathers, it's gonna make them look flat. You don't want to like totally press them, but you do want them to give them like a little steam. So it brings everybody back together the same way as when you sew. You like to press your seams before pressing them open. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Give it just a tiny press like this. And just a caress. It's not like a... And then your gathers look all nice and beautiful. So to do beautiful gathers, like I do them, you really want to work in sections. You want to use a small stitch length. You want to stop at your seams and not go over them. And you want to take your time and look at your gathers while you're sewing them, just to do a little fine tuning before stitching everything, and give it a light caressing press and not a big press, so everything looks beautiful. So show us what you do with gathers. We post videos every Friday. Like and subscribe, and happy sewing!